The first time I knew I liked watches, I was probably 8 or 9, and I remember we had this pharmacy, and my mother and I would always walk to the pharmacy. And I remember the first watch I ever bought was a Wrigley Spearmint Gum watch. Seriously, it was green. I remember it was a square bezel, and just real cheap little watch. But I had been wanting this watch for like what felt like eternity. And eventually, one day, my mother bought it for me. That was the very first watch. It was a little digital, standardized.
Is that how you got into watches? Mm-hmm. It was just
that one watch. Yeah, I'll never forget that. That was what 30 years ago. 30 years ago.
That's funny. As you know, I'm waiting because my father said that I could have the watch that he got when he was in Vietnam, which is a Seiko Pogue. With a Pepsi dial on it and a yellow face. It's absolutely cool. And honestly, that's the watch that got me into it. Is I remember as a kid seeing this watch on my dad's dresser, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Right. And I would go into his room when he wasn't there, and I would put it on my wrist, because he had different watches because he would get like gifts from his employer and whatnot. And this was the one that was most special to him that he got in Vietnam, and so I would always go and look at it, and I was like, man, that's so cool. And I thought it was really heavy, and I'm like, that's got to be like a nice, substantial watch.
Yeah, quality, right?
Yeah, and at the time, I didn't know it was like automatic.
Yeah.
And once I discovered and realized what it was, I was so intrigued, and it just got me. It sparked my passion, and
fast forward to now, you still want that watch.
And I do, and I'm getting that watch. And so we'll definitely feature that once it comes. What's your favorite watch in your collection?
That I have right now?
Yeah.
I can't. The favorite one is probably the Citizen here, and I'll try to be real quick. The reason why I like this watch is it's the Blue Angels edition. And the reason why I like this watch is because when I'm an engineer by trade, and when I first got into aerospace, it was the very first watch I got. Nice. My wife at the time bought me this watch because it was like a way of saying, hey, the cool thing about it, it's got all the features for an aeronautical watch, with the fuel consumption, the flight, the distance, the altitude, altimeter, all of that. It's got more features in it than even I know how to operate. And the book is probably an inch or two thick, and but this is probably the coolest watch for me, and it's radio control, so it's always got the accurate timing, no matter what part of the country I'm in. It's always got the proper time. But it's a very heavy watch, and the cool thing too, it also, I don't know if you guys can see it, probably can't, but it does have the Blue Angels logo in it, and so anything that's military based or patriotic, I'm all for it.
Near and dear to your
near and dear.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go.
What about you, man? What do you got?
That's a tough call. I mean, it really is. So, taking a look, and I know you guys can't see the whole collection that well. Honestly, James, you and I were talking about before that, like, favorites change, and as you get a new watch, it's like it can become your favorite. And it's like that nostalgia of, oh my gosh, it's something new and shiny, and I gotta have it, and it takes a special place. But I would say there's the one for me right now. Really is one that I'd had my eye on for a while and found, and it is my 2010 Seiko SKX 007J. So I just wanted to have that watch that was made by, in the same place as the original watch company and the manufacturers. So I like the fact that it says, the differences in the Korean and the Japanese version is that this one says 21 joules underneath, the diver's 200 meter. And I like that it just has, that presence. And there are some quirks, the ones in Japan, they had some quality issues, some minute quality issues. This one doesn't really have that much misalignment. It's ever so slight on the bezel to the chapter ring. Other than that, it's great. It keeps great time. And honestly, with this Jubilee bracelet,
show them that bracelet. That bracelet is awesome.
It is gorgeous, and the size too is, I think, one of the smaller sizes in my collection. It's 42 millimeter, and I have a 7-inch wrist, and this just sits perfectly.
Yeah.
And
some watches can almost be like this one here is huge when comparative, and wrist, Ryan and I both have very similar makeup when it comes to our wrist size. But like as you see, hold that up, right? So like this one here encompasses so much of the wrist. But back to this one here. I told Ryan today, I says the cool thing about this watch is that I think, you know, I knew there's something about this watch. I mean, really, there's something about it. And I was trying to, and you know, as an engineer, I'm trying to break it down from a logical standpoint. The Jubilee bracelet is awesome. The really look of it is awesome, but I think it's a combination thereof. I think it's a combination of the bezel diameter, lug to lug distance, the Jubilee bracelet, the matte finish in some areas, the chrome in others, the black face. I mean, it's all around a very good watch. And then that's just the visual side of it. So not even holding it, and then once you held it and got a chance for a good feel, or got a chance to feel it,
it just feels.
It's got a good feel.
It feels nice, right?
And, and I'll show you guys because I like to put on all of his watches. So you know, I don't know if it's, you know, relatable. It doesn't look as cool. I gotta admit, and we'll talk about this at some point in time. You know, I'll get to it, but essentially, there's some watches I think fit some people better than it does others. And this particular one, while I love the look of it, I think it fits Ryan's skin complexion, his body makeup, and everything much better than it does mine.
Well, thanks, James.
You guys may disagree, but
so nice. So
yeah, but I think this is just a good looking watch. So
thanks. Yeah.
I got a treat for you.
Okay.
So we're talking about all these cool looking watches.
You're gonna pull out a G-Shock, are you?
Casio.
Oh my God.
There's something to be said about this simple watch. Sometimes
I just can't.
Sometimes I put it on.
Oh,
put it on.
I feel like this sacrilegious right there.
I know. But sometimes I put that on, right? And
it's got a presence to it.
It's got a presence to it. Like, you know, I know a lot of police officers, which we have friends and stuff that are police officers and law enforcement, and perhaps maybe you guys are watching the channel on law enforcement. This is a standard watch for a law enforcement officer or any military or ex-military guy. There's a reason why
I think that's crazy though, because if you think about it, like batteries die. I mean, you have to be meticulous, and you have to know what's the life expectancy of the battery, and set almost a schedule, and you're gonna have to go through and change battery proactively, right? Like I was a Boy Scout, man, growing up, and I was always taught to be prepared.
They work really well.
They take a licking and keep on ticking, right? But at the same
time,
like a roach. At the same time, though, that's funny. So survive a nuclear.
They're practical. I mean, they're rough. You can stack them on a table.
But here's the thing, though. I feel more confident in the reliability of my automatic movement. And than I do about that. Now, I'm not saying
that's going to spark comments.
What do you guys think? I mean, is your go-to a quartz movement, or do you tend to lean more towards an automatic? I mean, now I will say I have both in my collection, and I think James does too. But I will say I gravitate towards a true automatic movement. I think there's just something about it, and I like the fact. Now, obviously, with the automatic movement, if you don't wear the watch, it stops working. Yeah. And they're supposed to. You're not supposed to do that. A lot of people put these on like watch winders and stuff like that. Yeah. And I thought about getting one. And I've had them in the past too, but more I look at it, you can actually overwind a watch.
Yeah,
if you don't spend the money on a really good watch winder, you can actually stress the springs inside. And like yours that's not working, that's what happens, is you overwind them and then they break. Yeah. And that's one of those things. To each their own right. Batteries die. Mechanisms got to be wound, whether it's by hand or by movement or anything like that. There's still something that has to keep them ticking. Yeah. And I think that's the thing, is if you care for your watch, it takes care of you. So we've covered a lot of stuff today, and we've talked about our watch collections, and
they're growing.
Looking into it, they are. I mean,
you got stuff coming?
I do.
Looking at stuff.
So that's something we said. There's a new watch coming.
Ooh,
I probably shouldn't have bought it, but
tune in for that one. Huh?
I'm excited about this one. It is another limited edition watch.
It is.
It's really outside of my comfort zone.
Why is that?
the colors, just some of the features of it and everything.
Okay.
And I think one of the things is I bought a watch from this brand in the past.
Okay.
And I actually took it back. So I bought it around the same time as I bought this watch right here. And I actually bought that watch, now that I'm remembering, first, and I took it back, and I got this one right here.
Okay.
And it was very flashy, and it wasn't me. I mean, this company is known for, having a little bit of like...
Well, don't give too many.
Well, I'll just say this. Let's just say this. It was a little bit flashy for my taste.
Yeah, at the time.
We'll have to look at it. It's good. I'm really excited about it. We'll do a reveal, I think, on the next video. I will hold off. I will hold off wearing it.
I got my cone as well.
But it is going to be really, really awesome. So tune in for that one. I think one of the things we really want to announce and tell everybody is, first of all, I want you to go ahead and please give us a like.
Smash it.
Smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel and leave us a comment. Below. But here's the thing: as we go along this journey, we're going to be giving away watches.
We are.
We are. So, you guys are going to have to tune in for when we're going to give away these watches.
You guys are going to drive it. The more engagement we have, the more views. Obviously, we're trying to really go at this, and let's not try to be ambiguous about it. We're trying to literally gain viewership and grow the channel, so we can go out and get more watches, so we can go out and explore
and give more watches,
and give more watches to you guys.
And
for every watch that we get, we want to give you guys a watch.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think that's some of it. So we're not going to give away a Casio or a Timex. We're going to bring the bar up to giving away, a Rolex or a Omega,
or Movado, or
whatever it would be. We'll set that up. And,
but you guys are going to get to see the journey. I mean, you're going to get to see that. It won't be just us in our studio doing it all the time.
Right.
It'll be us on the road. We both like to travel, and so it'll be you guys get a chance to experience that, and then you'll see. So you may want to watch that. Absolutely. You may actually have a documented journey as to how we found it, where we found it at, how we acquired it, and it's yours.
Yep.
I mean,
yep. As we go through this, we'll tell you what the criteria is to enter each time we're going to do the giveaway. So again, based on the amount of likes that the video gets, which is I encourage you guys to, share with your friends, get them watching it too.
Wives,
whoever it is, the more people are watching, the more people liking, that's more likes. It's going to drive it up for you guys. So we really are excited about that. And
we're very excited.
I'm very excited about that. Actually,
I am too.
I'm kind of jealous though, because I want to win.
I was just thinking too. I'm like, there's going to be a watch that we're going to get.
I know,
it's going to be given away.
I know, it's going to be tough. Want it. It's going to be tough.
That's like you having to give away this one.
Like I'm not giving it away. If anybody wants my SKX, I'm sorry, but this one's not for sale. Again, thanks for watching.
Thank you guys.
And we will see you guys next time.
All right.